Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about one man, one story. And honestly, this story has everything: pain, heartbreak, betrayal, and the kind of bad luck that you would not wish on your worst enemy. We are talking about Luka Doncic. Right now, in April 2026, Luka Doncic is sitting in Europe, far away from the NBA courts, far away from his teammates, far away from his daughters. And he is fighting battles on 3 different fronts at the same time: his body, his personal life, and the NBA itself. This is not just a sports story. This is a human story. So sit back, because we are going to break down everything that is happening with Luka Doncic right now, and why it is one of the most heartbreaking situations we have seen in the NBA in a very long time. Let's go. Before we get into all the drama, let me remind you who we are talking about. Luka Doncic is 27 years old. He is a Slovenian basketball player. He was drafted 3rd overall back in 2018, and from the very beginning, everyone knew this kid was special. He made the All-Star team in his 2nd year. He took the Dallas Mavericks to the Western Conference Finals. He was always one of the best players in the world, but in the 2025-26 season, Luka went to a completely different level. After being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka became the best version of himself that we have ever seen. He was averaging 33.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game this season. These are MVP numbers. These are Hall of Fame numbers. In the month of March alone, Luka scored over 600 points, making him one of only 10 players in NBA history to do that in a single month. He led the Lakers to a 15-2 record in March. He won Western Conference Player of the Month. The guy was absolutely on fire. People were talking about him winning MVP. People were talking about the Lakers making a deep playoff run. Everything was going perfectly for Luka Doncic. And then, everything fell apart. April 2nd, 2026. Lakers versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka has the ball. He drives toward the lane. He tries a spin move near the paint, and suddenly, he just stops. He loses the ball. He starts hopping on one leg toward the baseline. He puts his head in his hands, and then he lies down on the court. The arena goes quiet. Everyone watching knew something was very wrong. It was confirmed later. Luka Doncic had suffered a grade 2 left hamstring strain. He did not return to the game. The Lakers lost 139-96, a brutal blowout. The next day, Luka had an MRI, and the results were not good. The Lakers announced he would miss the rest of the regular season. No return timeline, no specific date, just out. Now, a grade 2 hamstring strain is serious. It is not the worst kind of injury, but it is not minor either. Doctors said it typically takes an athlete about a month to recover. And with the NBA playoffs starting on April 18th, that is an extremely tight window. Right now, Luka has traveled all the way to Spain to get specialized treatment. He is getting platelet-rich plasma injections, also called PRP therapy, in his hamstring. This is a treatment where doctors use your own blood to speed up healing. It has worked for other athletes before. Videos came out from Madrid showing Luka signing autographs for fans outside his hotel. He was smiling. He was walking. And Lakers fans were actually feeling some hope watching those videos. His coach, JJ Redick, said, and I am paraphrasing, that both Luka and Austin Reeves are trying to come back, and the team's job is to extend the season long enough for that to happen. But here is the painful reality. Luka is in Europe. The playoffs are about to start, and nobody knows for sure if he will be ready in time. This is not a career-ending injury. Let me be clear about that. Luka will play basketball again. But right now, at this very moment, his team needs him, and he cannot be there. And that hurts. Okay, so now let's talk about something that made a lot of NBA fans very angry. The NBA has a rule. To be eligible for end-of-season awards, things like MVP, All-NBA teams, a player must play in at least 65 regular season games. Luka Doncic played 64 games this season. 1. Game. Short. And here is where the story gets even more frustrating. Why did Luka miss those extra games? Was it laziness? Was it load management? No. Luka missed 2 games in early December because he had to fly to Europe for the birth of his second daughter. His fiancée at the time was overseas, and Luka, being a father, went to be there for the birth of his child. That is it. That is the reason. He missed games because he was being a dad. And now, because of those 2 games, he is not eligible for the awards he deserves. The NBA had a chance to do the right thing here. And the Lakers organization is fighting for Luka. They officially announced they will apply for what is called an extraordinary circumstances challenge to the 65-game rule, arguing that missing games for the birth of a child should be treated differently than a regular absence. NBA legends are speaking up too. Tracy McGrady came out and said, "This is not load management. This is the birth of his child. He should not be penalized for that." Carmelo Anthony said the same thing. Cameron Johnson from the Nuggets defended Luka publicly. Even people outside the Lakers organization are saying the NBA needs to do the right thing here. Insiders believe the league will likely grant the challenge and allow Luka to be on the awards ballot. But the fact that this is even a debate, the fact that Luka Doncic, who was arguably the best player in the NBA this season, might not even get considered for MVP because he went to the birth of his own daughter, that is a problem. And fans are not letting the NBA forget it. Now, this is the part of the story that is really hard to talk about, because while all of this is happening on the court, the injury, the awards drama, Luka Doncic's personal life was also falling apart at the same time. Luka has been with Ana Maria Goltes for years. They got engaged. They have 2 daughters together, Gabriella, who was born in November 2023, and a second daughter born in late 2025. But things were not okay between them for a long time. The trouble started becoming visible when Ana Maria moved back to Europe in May 2025. Luka was in California for his NBA career. They were living on opposite sides of the world. When their second daughter was about to be born, Ana Maria did not come back to the US. Instead, Luka had to fly to Europe to be there, which is exactly why he missed those NBA games that are now costing him awards eligibility. After months of distance and rumors, Luka finally confirmed the split publicly. He released a statement to ESPN and said, and I want to share his words here because they are very real and very human. He said, "I love my daughters more than anything, and I've been doing everything I can for them to be with me in the US during the season. But that hasn't been possible, so I recently made the tough decision to end my engagement." Read that again. He said he tried everything to bring his daughters to the US. He wanted them close to him, but it did not work out. And now it has turned into a legal battle. On February 26th, Luka filed a legal injunction demanding access to his daughters. Then in March, Ana Maria filed a petition for child support and attorney fees. So right now, as Luka is in Spain trying to heal his hamstring, he is also in the middle of a custody battle for his children. 2 battles at the same time, one physical, one personal. There are also reports that Luka has been seen spending time with actress Madeline Klein, though nothing has been officially confirmed about that. But think about this man's situation for a second. He is 27 years old. He just had one of the best seasons any NBA player has ever had. He is hurt. He is away from home. He cannot see his daughters. He just went through a very painful breakup, and the league he has given everything to is debating whether to even recognize his accomplishments. That is a lot for one person to deal with. Let's also talk about what is happening on the court while Luka is away. The Lakers are in trouble. Not only is Luka out, but Austin Reeves, their second best player, is also injured. He is out 4 to 6 weeks. So right now, the Lakers are basically running on LeBron James, who is the oldest player in the entire NBA. LeBron is still incredible. Do not get me wrong. Against Dallas recently, he dropped 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. But even LeBron cannot do it alone. The Lakers lost to Dallas 134-128. They got destroyed by OKC 123-87. Without their two best players, the team is struggling. Coach JJ Redick said the mission has not changed. They want to win a playoff series. But realistically, without Luka at full health, every playoff opponent is going to be a nightmare. The scary thing is that even if Luka comes back for the playoffs, a grade 2 hamstring strain is not something you just walk off. He might not be 100%, he might be limited, and if he pushes too hard and re-injures it, that is when things could get really serious. Draymond Green said it perfectly. He said Luka's injury has a huge domino effect on the Lakers, and he is absolutely right. Here is something that makes this even more concerning. This is not Luka's first rodeo with hamstring problems. Since 2024, Luka has had 5 different hamstring injuries. 5. Some were minor, some were more serious. He heard it before this season started. He heard it during the season and missed games. And now this, a grade 2 strain right before the playoffs. Before that, when he was first traded to the Lakers, he missed about 2 months with a calf injury. The guy's body has been through a lot. And at 27, you start wondering, how many times can you push through these injuries before something more serious happens? Right now, the hope is that the PRP treatment in Spain will work. The hope is that he gets enough time to heal properly. The hope is that Luka Doncic walks back onto that court in the playoffs, healthy, focused, and ready to take over. Because when Luka is healthy and motivated, there is nobody like him in basketball. So let's bring it all together. Luka Doncic in 2026 is dealing with more pain than most people will deal with in a lifetime, all at the same time. He had the best season of his career, and the NBA might not even officially recognize it because of a rules technicality that punished him for being a good father. He went through a heartbreaking separation from his long-term partner and is now fighting just to see his own daughters. And on top of all of that, he has a serious injury that could keep him out of the playoffs entirely, or force him to play at less than 100%. But here's what I will say about Luka Doncic. This man has never backed down from anything. He was playing through injuries all season. He flew across the world for his daughter's birth. He is in Spain right now, not resting, not giving up, but actively fighting to get back on the court as fast as possible. That tells you everything about who Luka Doncic is. This is not the end of his story. This is not even close to the end. But right now, in this moment, the best player in basketball is going through one of the hardest chapters of his life, and he deserves our respect, our support, and honestly, a little bit of grace from the NBA. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Do you think Luka will be ready for the playoffs? And do you think the NBA should grant him the awards eligibility exception? I will see you in the next one. Peace.